Hey everybody, welcome to our studio today. So glad you joined us, and I hope some of you are painting along with us, but if you're not, I just hope you enjoy the show. We're going to work on something a little different today. Come over to the board and I'll show you basically what we've done. I took this canvas the other day and just sprayed the bottom of it real dark. That's sort of a black color, and let it drift a little bit up in this area. I'm not sure how we're going to handle this yet, but what I wanted to do is have a real dark background, and I want the highlights to pop out at you. So in this case, about any color you put on there would shine up, but we're going to start with the sky. Now, one other thing I've done just before we started the show, I've coated it with linseed oil all over. And I hope that I haven't got too much on it. And I hope that it will. Now the only reason I put the linseed oil, burnt linseed oil by the way, on there is to make sure that the colors will just sort of blend and intermix. Okay, I've got a 2-inch brush here. This canvas is about a 24 by 30, a little larger than some of the ones we usually work on. I'm going to grab a little bit of this real dark blue. And I'm just taking that color and taking my brush and swirling it around and around. And all I'm doing that for is just sort of blend it a little bit. Just blending it in. I don't know that we need much of this down here. And you can't hardly even see that, but it's there. All right. Now, I'm going to use that same brush because most of that color is gone. I'm going to grab a little bit of this light blue. Put right in the middle. Now I'll probably come back over later and reblend some of this stuff. But right now, that's about what we want. Might put a little of that color down here. I'm not sure why we're doing that, but we'll do something with it. Okay, I'm gonna rinse that brush out a bit. Sometimes I wait till after I'm through to do that. Now we've got that pretty clean. I think what I will do is just add some clouds in there and blend them in a little bit. And to do that, I'm going to use the same brush. It's clean. It probably got just a little bit of the thinner in it, which won't matter at all. A little bit more. A little bit more. Now that lightened it up quite a bit. All right, got some hairs in it. Let's get them out. I think that got them. I want a little more white there. It's not much clouds. Let's just keep going. Uh-oh, got a little yellow in it there. I just want the sky sort of broken up a little bit. Them hairs keep getting in it. Let's grab a little more of this white right here. Yeah. Now, I've spent quite a bit of time there. Let me clean this brush out again. Get a little of the thinner out of it. And it's pretty clean. It's probably clean enough to use again. Now I've got some alizarin crimson here. I want to mix a little white with some crimson. Not sure that that's enough. We'll try it and see. All those hairs bother me. I'm trying to get them all out. Maybe we can. Let's do a little bit more of that. I'm just mixing a little alizarin crimson with white. Well, I got a lot right there. Let's just use that. All right. I like that pretty good. All right, I'm gonna rinse that out now. I try to keep my brushes pretty clean, that way the painting will be a little bit brighter. All right, I'm gonna move that over just a little. There you go. Okay, now, I think what I want to do is add a little bit of color right in here. So let's do that. Let's start with the real, this is a sap green. Lord, I don't want that much. A little more of that. Now, most of the time when we start a painting like this, I don't know what it's going to look like either. I'm not even sure how we're going to do it. I just sort of, in my mind, sort of make it up as I go. But no, it's not a bad idea if you want to sketch something out. Sketch it out, you know. That's a good way to do it too. Now I'm just trying to blend this in at the bottom here a little bit. And want a little right there. Yeah, now I think what I'm going to do is add just a touch of highlights. I'll probably just use the same brush. I've got some light green here. And And I'm mixing it a little bit with the sap. I'm just adding some foliage to it, and later on we'll put some big pine trees probably in here. And mixing that on the brush with just a little bit of sap on it. Need a little more of the yellow, the bright green. All right, a little more. Put some downward strokes in it. Probably that will be water. I think I'm going to add a tree or two. Let's do that. Not sure how we're going to do it. Let's just start. I'm going to take a little bit of this color that I've already got mixed. Now this is a brown color. It's actually burnt umber. Then we'll grab a little red. Okay, I'm going to go to this side first. I think I'm going to make that a little wider. Probably can do this with a brush if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll put water over here or not. Leave that till later. I could put that as a tree. I'm not sure. We'll do that later. We need to wipe that off a little bit. Now I wanted to add some pine trees. I believe I'll do that with a brush. Let me lay this over. We've got a little time left. Let's grab a fan brush. I'm going to rinse it out. Let me mix that color up. I'm going to take a little brown, a little sap green, and a little bit of this color. I want it sort of dark like that. Actually, I want some of that over here, probably in this one, probably on the back side of it. Oh yeah, well, we'll probably do that later. Anyhow, you can see that gives it a good shadow effect. Okay, we got a few minutes left here. Now I'm going to put some trees over here, but these are not going to be near as high as those. Maybe start right here. Maybe I want that darker. I think these will be, all right, I'm rinsing that out real quick. Got time to put a little foliage on there, maybe. Trying to get a dark sap there. We're going to have to leave you in a second. You know, I guess we're going to have to leave you, but come back and be with us next week, and we'll do a little more work on our picture. Anyhow, we enjoyed being with you today. Goodbye and God bless.